All right, we want to bring you up to speed on those 5 major wildfires that are still burning in California at this hour. Officials say that the Kenneth Fire is now being investigated as potential arson. This as some residents head back for the very first time since they were forced to flee.
I just got off the phone with somebody, and as you can see, there's nothing left, and I've been here for about an hour and a half, and I don't want to leave. It's home. So I really can't put it into words.
We each walked out with 2 pairs of clothing changes, and that's all that we have.
CBS News correspondent Tom Hanson has been following this story all week for us, and he joins me now to talk about this. So, Tom, before we talk about some of the voices and the folks that you've been speaking to, just bring us up to speed on where the fires are this morning and what you're seeing.
Yeah, well, we're just near the Eden Fire, which is about burned 14,000 acres so far, 0% containment, so very much still an active situation. You know, this is Altadena, which is near Pasadena. This is a residential area, a lot of middle-class people, and I do just want to give you an extent of what we're seeing on the ground here. As the sun comes up, we're getting a better scope of the damage just in this area. It's utter destruction, Vlad. It is jaw-dropping to see house after house just wiped off of the map. And honestly, based on this wreckage, you can get a sense of the ferocity of these flames. It is indistinguishable. You cannot see, you cannot figure out what is what within this rubble here. It's all just ash and rubble. The only thing I can really make out is an oven over here. Outside of that, it is pretty much just debris. And so that just tells you how ferocious these flames have been and how quick they moved through this area. Consider a wall of flames just tearing through this residential area. Now, based on what we've heard from residents, this neighborhood was lush, it was green, it was idyllic, a lot of middle-class people living here. It's going to be a long road for the people who choose to return. But people we've spoken to are saying they may just pick up and leave because they don't exactly know what to do in an environment like this where there's not much to come back to, Vlad.
Yeah, Tom, we were all remarking after your piece this morning on CBS Mornings when we listened to some of the voices of people who just were devastated by the loss and didn't know what to do. Those who came back to what was once a beautiful and thriving community and only returned to see rubble and smoldering embers. And I remember we all turned to each other and I said to Gail, I wonder if people are even going to want to build back in an area that is so susceptible now to climate change and to these devastating fires. Are you hearing more of that? People saying, you know what, they may just pick up and go completely?
Yeah, I mean, Dale Fielder is a perfect example of that. The guy that we interviewed yesterday, we met him at a shelter not too far away from here in Pasadena that was housing some 1,200 people who were in very similar circumstances, a lot of them from the Altadena area. People are frustrated with the fact that the fire crews didn't come fast enough, according to them, and they are pretty much at a loss. I think there's a profound sense of loss amongst entire communities, especially Altadena. And let me tell you, when you drive through this neighborhood, there are downed power lines everywhere. There are full blocks that are just completely wiped away from the flames. Occasionally, because as you know, these wildfires are somewhat fickle, there are homes that are still standing here and there, but that is the minority. This is a community that is deeply impacted by this, and it's still, from my vantage point, very hard to wrap my head around the fact that this is still an active fire because so much of this land has burned, and you kind of wonder what's left to use as fuel for the flames. But this fire is still expanding, 0% contained. And so a lot of people are saying, you know, if I don't have anything to return to, Lord only knows if I'm going to be able to ensure a new home if I want to rebuild. It might be just time to pick up and leave. And that's a heartbreaking revelation for so many people here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Tom, let me ask you about something we were just reported as we were introducing you, which is what police are saying about the Kenneth Fire, that an arrest has been made. What are you learning about that?
Yeah, well, what we're learning, according to the PIO and their Twitter account, is that they have come out and said that they have not been able to identify a definitive link to this individual who is in custody and the Kenneth Fire, but obviously those reports have been circulating. The Kenneth Fire, about 35% contained. It's actually just north of that catastrophic wildfire that hit the Palisades that we've been covering throughout the week. It's an area that is near some higher end communities, Hidden Hills, for example, Calabasas, those are in that area. So homes are certainly under threat there. But one shred of good news in all of this, Vlad, is that these powerful gusts, these Santa Ana winds, they appear to be calming down for now. And so fire crews will be able to use this weekend to really jump into action, do a lot of those airdrops, and drop a ton of water where they can to try to fight the flames. But really, this is just a city that feels like it's on fire pretty much any which way you look, Vlad, at the current moment.
Yeah. Tom Hanson, thank you very much for what you've been doing all week long, bringing these stories to those of us who can only imagine the pain and suffering that people are going through. We appreciate it, my friend. Stay safe.